Hello, new season, new team, and we're going to give this Norsca Arena thing a try, which I guess is like a play till you lose situation. Oh, I was thinking I'd have more time there to kind of explain what we're doing. Let me see how the sound is, because I have changed it. Okay, it's a little bit high probably. Just bring that down a bit, hopefully that'll help. Yeah. So we're playing Dark Elves, and this is like pre-made teams with starting skills and everything as well. So quite a change up from what you normally, or at least what I would normally do. Maybe they do this in tournaments and whatnot, like tabletop. But this is the first time I've seen it in this format, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to explain what our team was, but we didn't really get time, so we'll do it as we set up. But yeah, we're Dark Elves. We're against, I guess, OWA Alliance, which is pretty cool. But what it means is you get a collection of, depending on what tier your team is. I guess we're in tier 1, which I'm guessing is the best, as Dark Elves. So we get to get 6 primary skills that we can put on, one on each player, and a little bit extra team value. So what have they got? They've gone guard heavy. They got a tackler, unfortunately. Whatever that skill is. Lots and lots of guard. Okay, interesting. And a wrestler. I guess we'll go on defense, because that's what I normally do with elves. We'll see how that works out. Must be playing on their field, because this does not look familiar. Okay, and we've got a... I'll go through what we've got in a second. I guess we'll just go standard elf setup, why not? I mean, I think we've got a pretty good team here, but I suppose everybody's going to have a good team. That's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, what we've gone for is 4 blitzers, 2 witch elves, and then we've given witch elves block and wrestle, 3 dodge blitzers, and then 1 tackle blitzer, just because, you know, I'd hate to come up against halflings or something and not have that in place. But that does mean we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dodges, which is kind of what you work your way up to normally anyway. And the way this format works is that you're playing until you get to 7 wins or until you get to 2 losses. So we could get knocked out in 2 games. It's the kind of thing where it might take a few attempts to complete it, essentially, because it's going to depend on who and what you come up against. Oh, we had less team... Did we have less team value? I think we did. Did we get to spend on anything? I'm not sure how that works. We may have come into this a little bit further down than we should have done. Or maybe you don't get to spend the extra because that's how this format works. I honestly don't know. I sort of half looked at it, I guess. I looked at it enough to see what I would need to do to make the team. Oh, there's traps on this pitch. Treacherous trapdoors, so we've got to watch out for that. And then we had cheering fans, which means I don't know if anybody got an extra reroll, because I still don't really know what's going on down here. But yeah, we'll just try it out and see how it goes. We may end up sort of restarting the team a few times, depending on how it goes. Or maybe we'll get lucky, who knows. But it's an interesting format, so I figured I'd at least give it a go before going back to normal league play. I feel like there's a fair chance that other people are going to know what to do with the system better, and I'm sure there's like some setups are better than others for this style. So what's he got? Is it Juggernaut? I just don't know. And we'll never know. Oh, just a push there. That's nice. Hasn't saved us, unfortunately. And there's a KO. Boy, it's been a while since I've played elves. They're technically my best team. But yeah, I do like to play a lot of variety, so I don't think it's by a country mile. They're just the team I feel most comfortable with. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And if we do restart the team, at least initially, if we restart with Dark Elves, I'll just keep it under the same playlist. Okay, unfortunately he picked that up. I feel like this, whoever this is, they know what they're doing. I don't recognize the name, but like the way they've set this up, it's very suggestive of that. I don't really want to do that. I guess we'll just apply some pressure around the side, not that it's going to be worth anything. Probably should really have gone with a Witch Elf here, but the way we've set up isn't really favourable to that. We'll put one Blitzer behind them, and then everybody else is just going to stay in here. Kind of like that, I think. I'm trying to get to terms with this pitch. It's a little hard to tell what's going on in the middle. I do like it though. I only could afford 2 rerolls with this situation. There may be a better build where you get 3 rerolls. But I do love having 2 witches. I feel like, on the whole, Old World Alliance are pretty solid. I guess their downside is they don't have, they do have Brawler, but they don't have Block. Apart from on the Blitzer. Juggernaut, okay. I like that skill. But yeah, I think I enjoyed playing Old World Alliance, the little bit I played them. So it looks like we're getting a hit on this guy with this guy. Okay, and he did it from an angle that meant that he could get another hit with this guy. Yeah, that's the other thing, not as much tackle, like he probably wouldn't have taken tackle on this guy if they were regular dwarf linemen. Doesn't have a halfling on the field, so I'm guessing no fouling, especially not with a dwarf. Probably just hitting this guy here, I think. I'm gonna push him this way, because if he wants to, like, just making it more difficult to go the other way, really. Could go in and touch the ball, obviously, but then we'll be on a lot of guys that we don't want to be touching. Very nice. We'll see if we can get this guy back as well. Very nice. Okay. I think part of it is we blend in with this pitch a little bit. We've gone for a sort of aggressive orange and white kit. Don't ask me why. It's just what I felt like. I didn't put the most thought into this team, if I'm being honest. The fact that they might be dead in 2 games makes you a little less possessive of them. So we're not doing an amazing elf screen here, but we're somewhat screening. Who's he gonna hit? Is he gonna hit this guy, or is he just happy having 2 guys on him? Oh, his tackler's moved. Is he gonna do an ogre blitz? Try and get some mighty blitz. He might do an ogre blitz on this guy. Yep. Get the 3 dice. Get the mighty blow going. Fair enough. I mean, if he can get some removals, which I dare say he may do. Oh, elves. How I've missed you. That's just a badly hurt, so I think we just accept that. Do we in this format? Maybe we don't. I know that's a bit controversial. Oh, he gets up. That's interesting. But we're sort of fighting for, like, I feel like more than ever, results are key here, and if we don't get result first or second game, we're done, right? So I think, I don't know, it's an interesting one. Is there little rats running around back here? Yeah. Okay, okay. So yeah, we don't really have a hit over here. Might just hit this guy, you know. That's not the best. I'm just going to push him again in the other direction, so it's harder for him to consolidate back down. Let's get you over here. Just making a line that's annoying to get through as best as possible. I mean, he can come back this way, but then he's sort of leaving the ogre behind, isn't he? Good, good. Alright, he's on turn 4 and he's on the halfway line there. He's not dwarves, so he does have decent movement on some of his players, but he does have dwarves, so it's not like his whole team can go if he makes a break for it. So the theory with what we're doing is just slow him down enough that at some point he has to make more of an aggressive move. Or push a sideline or something, and if he pushes a sideline, you run into the risk of witches. I mean, it's also a danger for us because he's got a Slayer, so he has Frenzy as well. Looks like he's just gonna... Is he just gonna come back and blitz the middle? That's interesting. It's always a bit of a sort of cat and mouse game, this. Push there is nice. Gonna push him into here for another hit though. We will cross our fingers that tackle does something. I guess he can push us back up here though. If he gets us down in this sort of area, he could consider dropping in a foul. That's interesting. But yeah, it's cat and mouse of, can they make a big enough hole in our fence? He's got 2 guys out, so it's not gone badly, honestly. And for us, can we have enough guys left to sort of make it difficult for him to break away when he wants to? Oh, I thought he was going to keep more guys back there so he could sort of do follow-up hits. But I imagine he's just going to push us back this way now. So I'm not sure he wants us in his defense. Yeah. And then stay so we don't get a hit. Okay. Fair enough. What do we want to hit this time? This guy maybe? I think so. And we're going to do it first, I think, because there's nothing much less risky around. Reset our formation a little bit. Okay, didn't hurt ourselves. Ball's quite far over this way though, so it doesn't feel like he's going to push this way. It feels like if anything he's going to try and push through here. But he's only going to get so far this turn. After the game, I should really try and look up how inducements work for this. Or if you just don't get inducements. Did he name these guys? I think he did. Maybe. Maybe he didn't, because he has called his team over, you know, OWA Alliance Arena, which is not the most, what would you say? Inventive of names. He's gone for a classic colour scheme, blue and red. I like it, I like it. Much nicer than our kit, that's for sure. Okay, so pushing him in, getting a hit with the ogre. Oh, he should probably take that block actually. Oh, he's gonna juggernaut him? Oh, okay. He did use block, okay. Oh, it was offering him juggernaut. Oh, is he going to drop a foul here? This really doesn't look like an advance again, and it's turn 5. He's going to have 3 turns after this. I'm really curious how he's, like, what the push-through plan is going to be. Okay, well, as of right now, there isn't seemingly one in place. I think I'm just going to move across one here. If we fail this dodge away, that would be pretty bad. What I might do is make it with this guy. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Unfortunately, no sidestep. We could have got sidestep technically, but it's almost always a third skill, right? Or I guess you're a second taken skill. If you're a witch, you go block and then sidestep, and if you're a blitzer, you go dodge and then sidestep. I'm really curious what the plan is here. His time is not great. And he hasn't pushed it up as much as I felt like maybe he was going to. Maybe he could have got more aggressive with the ogre and a couple of the dwarves. Feels like they're not really living up to their potential over here. But maybe he's about to spring a trap that we were not prepared for. That's nice as well, because that slows him even further. I don't know what the plan is here. I mean, this guy's a thrower. Is he planning to, like, launch a throw play? Oh, he's got a lineman with guard. That's interesting. That would be a secondary skill, right? Would that be the secondary skill I would take? Oh, he's got a catcher back here, but his catcher is behind his team. So that's not exactly screaming, I'm about to make a break. Like, I would move this guy over here this turn as an option, which he hasn't done. Because then I've got to be more, like, worried about this side in a way that I, up to this point, have not been. I mean, as of right now, there's not really an incentive for me to move, is there? Okay, so what do we need to do here? I guess we do need to take a step back on this side. Or at least this guy needs to come back. Gonna do that for cover. Don't really see a good blitz here. Could do this. I don't want that catcher to escape over here, and this is the guy I would move over. Could move over a little bit though. Okay, good. Just gonna move him back here to cover in case he does try and break this way. I think next most important is this guy. I mean, this is going to be the turn, right? The question is, how good can he make it in a way that stops us from keeping him out? That's the real question here. He can obviously get around, sadly. Although he's going to be quite near this trap, which is nice as well. We've got our tackler close by, so this is the turn. Would have been nice to have got somebody sort of threatening up the field, but we don't have the spare player. He does have the chance of a thrown teammate at the end of the game as well, which is a worry. So he's doing some planning. Oh, oh, I left a hole here. What? How did I leave the hole? I think he's going to try and punch through the middle, although it is going to be hard to stop us blocking him off, I think. But still, that's weird. That was an oversight on my part. Oh, never mind. He's doing a side switch, I guess. Ouch. Is he? I mean, he's not really. It feels like he's sort of given up on scoring. Oh, I guess he's gonna come over here? How's he gonna manage that? Oh, is he gonna pass to... hand it off to this guy, and this guy's gonna double GFI it over here? I mean, in fairness, maybe this will work. The KO here was most unfortunate. Or maybe he's gonna hand it off to the... oh, the throwers... he didn't throw it. So, who else is getting in scoring position? Is the catcher gonna come down here? Because right now this is his only outlet, I think. I'm a little confused, but I'm curious. Oh, he did make a run through, okay. So he now has options. I guess we've got to try and take out this guy, right? I think he might even be in range, even with, even if he gets knocked down, which isn't great. Because he's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he is. Oh, a knockdown is good. Oh, and a stun is great. So that means you don't have to worry about that guy anymore. This is actually a bit tricky to work out how best to set this up. That's the best I can think to do. trying to work out what the best way out from here is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can technically do that. So maybe it's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. GFI that guy in there. Come through, push this guy. 2 dice. This guy goes dodge, dodge. Through here, GFI, GFI. Then the thrower runs and passes it to him. That's the best I can come up with. Which is a lot of dice to roll, but doable. I mean, I shouldn't have probably left it as open as I did. Such things to happen. I think if we had passed the if we had made the dodge over here, which meant the catcher couldn't have come around, this would have been a lot easier. We gave him a couple of options. I mean, when you've got the thrower, I suppose you've always got the potential for a couple of options, and if you get them in range, there's always a chance, right? Oh, he's gonna maybe do a chain push situation here. I guess if he gets her down... No, it doesn't... I don't think it entirely works, but I'm really curious. He looks like he's got something in mind here. Push into here? Oh, push into there, push this guy down to... that's still not great. Okay, this is complex. I'm really curious to see what he pulls off here. I've got no idea what it is. If this is a chain push, this is the most elaborate chain push I've ever seen. Okay, oh, it's a frenzy one, okay. Alright, so push into here. Okay, this is going to be impressive, I think, if he makes it. Oh, and then push him to here. Oh, that's actually clever. I mean, it's still a dodge off. But, I mean, that's a lot better position than he could have been in. I feel like I probably could have made that harder for him, but I'm not sure how. Oh, just straight up dodges in, and then comes round, passes down here. Ah, fair play. That's good. That's really well done. Well, I mean, what can you say? I felt like up until turn 8 we played that pretty well there, and then I just let it go in the last turn. I mean, I don't know if I'd have thought of that chain though with the Slayer. That was just really nice. I did wonder about marking those guys up instead. I'm wondering if that would have been better, marking up with 2 dwarfs so they had to make blocks instead of being able to run down and help. So we actually, in some ways, made it easier for him by putting too many people there, which I was a bit worried about, but, you know, it's hard to see the iterations of what could happen. Yeah, I mean, he still had to roll a dodge, 2 GFIs and a pass, and all of the, you know, like there was a lot of rolling, but definitely could have been a lot harder if I had set up right. So that's a lot of pressure on us now. The good news is our KOs came back, so that's a positive. This is an interesting setup. So we're going to put a couple of these guys up here. We'll have our other witch try and be the ball getter. So these guys are over here in case we get lucky. Which we don't, he gets solid defense. Which is not cool, because essentially what that means is he'll get to not get surfed here, because he basically gave us surfs. But for no reason that I can... Whoa! No! That's silly. It's because he's doing the all the way across formation. But now he doesn't have to worry about it, he can move those guys away. Which kinda sucks. We've not got a lot out of this half, as it turns out. On the plus side, I mean, that doesn't matter, which is a bonus. Alright, so... let's see, how can we... might be able to get a hit on the ogre here. If we can knock this guy over. Wow. Okay, so we're not getting a hit on the ogre. That's not necessarily true, actually. Yeah, it is, because going there doesn't help. We'll move in just in case. Get a 1 dice here and then see what happens. Oh, yeah, that works. Got a 1 dice on that guy, I suppose. Oh, hang on. Okay, we got there, I mean, these hits are all pointless, obviously, but if you don't take them, you don't give yourself the chance of a miracle happening. A miracle did not happen. Can we not throw it? Okay, we can throw it. I was gonna say. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Did you get SPP? You do. I don't know how that pans out. I should have checked his record too to see if he had played games. Maybe that's how he's got a secondary skill on one of his guys. And maybe it should have meant I got some inducements and I just didn't realise. I don't remember seeing that screen though, to be honest. I don't think there's any sense to rushing too much here. Unless we start to lose players. Traps have gone? Yep. Oh, that was a prayer to Nuffle. So we might be playing down TV here, so that's unfortunate if it's the case. I don't know what we'd have got. I don't know what the difference was, but there was definitely a difference. I'm going to try not to really engage here. Who are we going to give the ball to here? We could give it to our tackler. It's really tempting to just be reckless and sort of do a dive through surf on somebody, because it's like, what, I guess that'd be a 5+, wouldn't it? Oh, this guy was supposed to be here. Whoops. Yeah, we'll give it to you. Very nice. Wouldn't mind some armor breaks this game if we could. I guess we could do this. Wasn't really planning on it, but... if you don't hit them, they won't fall over. Yeah, nice roll there. Is that too far forwards? Maybe. Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll work the pitch and see what happens. I think we've left ourselves a little open on this side, but... my elfing is a little rusty, so we'll see. I forgot how good these throwers are as well. I mean, well, they're not that good actually. 3+ isn't amazing. Guess he's hitting this guy. I don't remember, I mean, you know, for what it's worth, I don't really remember him having a bad roll in the last half either, like no rerolls needed at all, considering he actually doesn't have that much block. It's got 1 block, 1 wrestle, and then Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of block, does he? Oh, okay. Oh, come now. I think this is safe, but I'm not thinking it through all that hard. Oh, elves. So we're just taking this space because it's available right now, really. Had we have knocked this guy over, we'd be in an even stronger position here. But not knocking him over was a huge blow to this whole situation, because we'd really sort of limit his ability to squeeze us to the side. Bit annoying, to be honest. Oh, we got an extra reroll from somewhere. I mean, I assume from the kickoff, but I didn't notice. That is quite nice, actually. I don't think you can tie in this format, so I guess it goes to overtime if you manage to tie it up. But you know, obviously this is a big fear before that's even something we consider. And there's not really anything we can do about it unless the ogre happens to kill himself somehow. Could move the ogre and the ball, but it's a pretty easy hit for us to then knock him over, which I'm not sure he'll be keen on. So it looks like he's hitting us instead. I think I'd have been tempted to knock him up here, because obviously the temptation for us is to come this way. I think this guy has to come sit here. Oh, that sort of works. Very nice. Oh, I miss playing Black Orcs now. Oh dear. I really need to be further because this guy needs to come up and over. This guy needs to be here, really. So I'm going to have to GF... Oh, it's not a GFI. Why is that showing as a GFI? Not cool. Oh boy. Okay, that's a bit of a blow. That was just 1... 4 plus... Yeah, that was 4 plus 2 plus... Oh, we failed. Yeah, I just rolled a 1, a 3, into a 1. Meh. Such is life. Losing the blitzer is a bit rubbish though. He's got a serious injury. I don't know why it's not... Oh, there we go. Yeah, +1 applied to all future casualty rolls, and he misses next game, so... you know. For the long term, that's not great. Having him up here, though, would have been amazing. Whereas now, we're looking a bit stuffed. They're breaking our armor left, right, and center. So what have we got? We've got a blitzer and a lineman out. We could do with him having some failure on something. You know, less than adequate roll here or there, just to, like, ease us up a bit. The ogre boneheading or something would have been nice. Okay, has he given us any ways through? I mean, not apart from just going further down the wing, really. This is a bit risky here. I mean, it's all a bit risky now, so... Suddenly feels like we don't have many players, doesn't it? Okay. I'll take that. I will take it. If you haven't seen me play before, you can see that I'm not really fond of cages. I mean, obviously they can work in the right circumstances, but I'm not an automatic cager. Just trying to look at the Witch Elf's glove there and that weird blade situation. Yeah, that's interesting. That looks like it has the potential to break your thumb if you get hit the wrong way. Problem is with Old World is that they're actually quite fast. They combine the stability of the dwarfs with the speed of the humans. I mean, now you could argue that they have the drawbacks of both, but that's, you know, I mean, that's fair actually. Don't think you want to go here, but he could come here. He's just got too many players left as a thing. I don't remember even armor breaking him yet. I'd feel a lot better if he hadn't snuck that touchdown in the first half. Because then I wouldn't mind necessarily going in and putting the pressure on, but now there's, you know, it's mostly disadvantage from that. Guess this guy's going to come here. Interesting. Oh, he's trying to shore up the hole over here. So we make this hit semi-unsuccessfully. Okay, that's better. Oh, right onto the tackler as well. Come on. Good work, my friend. Can't go there, unfortunately. There is now a hole through, which is cool. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Because we got this guy who's lurking. Where can you get to? There. Okay, we're going to try and work with that. Oh, this guy is marked, so that helps. It's going to be some dodging. This one's big. Yep, this one's big too. Nice. This would be great if we reconnect it for a draw, but we reconnect it for potential overtime, which is not great. And even that is being tricky. How many are we down now? 3? 2. It's going to be a long game. I think we've done just enough here not to be completely surrounded, but we're definitely getting into the stage where it's getting harder and harder to keep somewhat safe. Feels like he's got a million players. We haven't left anybody behind, no. He's not really had to take a lot of... Like, the only risks he's had to take were a couple of risks in the first half there on defense. Outside of that, it's been a pretty safe game for him, unfortunately. We've definitely sort of put ourselves in a position where we've had to take more risks. Or maybe he's put us in that position. I don't know if we should give credit to him or take credit away from ourselves. I mean, this corner is looking like the place as of right now. Depending on if anything else changes. This guy could be a pain. Coming up, honestly, coming up here could be really good because that stops 2 of our best players from... Whoa! Oh, it's his, yeah, okay. Yeah, popping this guy here would be huge. Oh, I did it. Yeah, he's playing well. He's got Tackler on the Witch Elf as well. So in that sense, I think our best bet is to try and blitz with this guy. Yeah, see the dodge was procced there. Oh, that sucks. Where do we want to put you? I guess here. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about this guy getting through. Huh. Good work. Oh dear. We've got ourselves in a bit of a pickle here. It's not looking good for holding on for another couple turns here. But we got away with that turn at least. I mean, in some ways. Not knocking this guy over was a big problem, and I could have had the space to... I think I had the... Hey, look at that! He's going to have to use a second reroll, which he's going to use. Oh, he didn't. Okay, maybe that means he knows something I don't. Because I cannot see any reason not to reroll that. So Ogre is a pain. I think I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. We're going to one dice this. This is also a bit of a risk. Didn't really come to anything, but I guess it also isn't a big disaster. You know what? I think I'll keep it like that. I wonder if it goes to kicks. Because kicks having rerolls is more important. Although he may also just be thinking I'd rather have 2 rerolls for what is liable to be overtime, so. And if that's so, maybe this is somebody that's used to playing overtime, in which case he's got more experience than that than me, because I'm just used to the league where you just play endless regular games. I assume he's just going to work on this guy. Maybe even drop a foul on him with this lineman. Be worth it, honestly. So I think what we're going to see is a 3 dice with tackle, followed by a foul from this guy. Or this guy. Yep, coming from underneath so he can push it up into his own guys. Knocks him over. Into here. Move this guy away. Get like a almost max foul. Make this 2 dice. Because the 2 dice is... Oh no, he's going for the foul first. Okay. Yeah, I guess why not? No, he is going for this first. Okay. And then if he can get another bludger off, he's going to feel really good about overtime. KO was probably enough. Not going for any blocks there. So, what are we looking at here? Oh boy, our KO didn't come back, that's really bad. Oh dear, we're on defense. Oh, because, yeah, okay, so we're just doing the 1 turn in there. Which I forgot was a thing, but is a thing. So he may not even need to... I guess in that way he's saving the rerolls for that, huh? I don't know what the perfect setup for the line is. So he may just finish it here. Which maybe was maybe he's not used to overtime. And so maybe he was saving it for the one turn. You don't really want to be losing your first game in this, do you? Because it sort of is... There's probably a thing out there that says... I don't know what I mean by thing, like a philosophy on this that says... You only lose 2 games to get knocked out, so... For the first so many games, like 2 or 3 games, if you lose a game, it's better just to restart. I'm going to let him do this real quick and go check on something. Be right back. Okay, yeah, I did forget I was going to have to kick. That's not the best square we'd have chosen. But I suppose we didn't give it automatically to him. But, I mean, we couldn't have made it much easier. Oh, he was going for a... He was going for that kind of one-turner. Will you just give up on it now, right? And do the halfling throw? Oh, but he doesn't have anybody else over here. Well, this guy could do it. So yeah. He could have done the re-roll, but it's better now to just probably use this guy, hand off to the halfling. Yeah, you know, with movement 8, you can go for a regular one-turner as well. Oh, his thrower's going to do it. Oh, he did the rush instead. Does that make any sense? I mean, he's succeeded. He's rolling pretty well so far. Alright, so now the big question. Can he do... Oh, he's going for this block. Without... I guess he can make it 3 dice, so he feels like that's worth. He does have Brawler, which won't save him, but it could turn a boring push into something decent. So he can... I mean, he can change that for... Yep, gets him over. Just a stun, thankfully for us. And now here comes the big play. Do you move the ogre forwards one? I think you do, right? I don't think there's any penalty for that, so I guess you move him, grab him, throw him, get the extra square of movement. It's actually running slightly low on time, but he made use of it strongly in the first half, so it's not being a complete waste. Oh boy. That's gone super well. This is looking a bit like a loss here, isn't it? He rolled big on the one he needed to roll big on. I guess arguably he needs to roll big on the second one as well. Now he's got 2 rerolls and dodge to get through here. Wow. That, he saved all his ones for the end there. On the plus side for him, he rolled double ones on that as well. Still haven't got our guy back, that's bad again. So I assume we're just playing an extra half here. But honestly, I don't know. Yep, this is pretty bad, isn't it? This should just be not a walk-in, but... I mean, look what we've got left here. We needed to win that. If we win that toss, we have a pretty good chance of winning, actually. Losing the toss sucks pretty bad. Did use all his rerolls, but I'm not feeling super confident there. I think I'd have really felt like we had a good chance, even 3 players down if we had the ball in hand. But 2 blitzers out on defense, not good. We can't, like, the screen is not going to work nearly as effectively here. And even that, let's face it, didn't work in the first half. But something crazy can happen, I guess. I mean, we have this, but there's nothing I want to do with that. There's really not. You know, if we move people, it's just going to put them... If the ball was, like, over here or something, well then sure, we move over here, but... We kicked it right in the middle. So unfortunately he's going to be able to just sort of slowly bulldoze this down the field. We'll do what we can, but I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to take attrition here, because obviously he's going to get the lion's share of the blocks in, and be able to surround players and such. Got a lot of players back. A lot of players back. Hey! I mean, in fairness, he didn't move him every turn in the first half, but... Oh, stay put there, so we can theoretically run through this person. We're going to get squashed though, that is the downside. Wow. This is what normally happens in these situations, I found. You have the best laid plans, and they fail horribly. So we're gonna screen until he gets a bit closer, I guess. So we decided to just use the dwarfs as like a front screen for now. Till he can make his move. It doesn't have a reroll, so we just gotta hope that something horrible happens. Like he, you know, let's say he does something crazy, like makes this block now before he's moved anybody else down, double skulls it, and we're in on the ball. But he's played pretty sensibly. It looks like he's just going to make a giant brick. Which is, with all the guard he's got, is going to be very difficult. Ah. Yep. This is all too familiar. you know, all we need is one dub skull or something, and that's not what we're looking for. He rolled 2 double both downs that turn, and unfortunately I was on the 2 people that's okay with. Just gotta put whatever little bit of pressure we can in. He sort of left it so he can do handoffs, but a handoff could technically fail. It's a 1 in 9. I think he'd only consider it if he, you know, rolled a bad block. I mean, ultimately we're being a bit gung-ho now because that's all that's going to do anything. And probably what that's going to do is just get our team broken. Might see a foul with the halfling here. Although you'd probably want to move this guy back if you were going to do that, in case. That's pretty suggestive. Don't mind wrestling that at all. I wonder if he forgot that we had wrestle. Oh, making an ogre block. Okay, that could have been disastrous. I mean, it's probably going to pay off, but... Okay, he's into his last minute of extra time. Oh, what's he doing there? Alright, we've gone down a person. Now he's in trouble. I mean, there's a way we could get a 1 dice here. If we were to actually knock this guy down. It's a 1 dice into bad things, but 21% total, that's... Oh, that's because I... Yeah, okay, I was going to say, that's ridiculous. Or do we do it with this witch elf? No, we do it with the... Oh, maybe we do it with this one. Oh, he's got tackle. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, I should have... Could have gone through here. That is bad play, that is. Oh, I kept the result, didn't I? I'm assuming it was going to be this 3 afterwards. Which would have been a fail as well. That was... I should have gone through here. And also I shouldn't have taken the, the dice result. That's just me not knowing the interface well enough. I thought hitting the dice... In my brain, hitting the dice meant re-rolling the dice. That doesn't make any sense, but... And she KO'd herself, of course. So that's probably that. He did give us a little chance there, and we squandered it, and so be it. I mean, I think in all fairness, this team probably should be restarted anyway, because we've got at least 2 of our blitzers that are out the next game or out permanently. Which is not gonna be in our favour, right? And I suppose if we won, I mean, I might carry on. It's not an unusual situation for my Dark Elves to be in. But this is an unusual tournament, so yeah, it feels like it's even more imperative that you go through with an unscathed team. I mean, he's given us a bit of a chance here. He's not caged up. Oh, hello. 3, 4, 5, 7... 39% total? I like the totals. $36 isn't great. $39 is actually better. I feel like I should get her back just in case. No, I shouldn't. We're just using dice that we don't need to. Reroll into skull, it's traditional. I mean, it's a pretty easy call there, wasn't it? She can technically reach. If he just makes a line here, he'll be fine. I mean, remember, he's out of reroll, so every time he makes a block, there's a chance of his turn going wrong. I mean, it's sort of getting silly now, but... Well, that's kind of scuppered us. Off you go then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's going to take 2 more turns, isn't he? I mean, he needs to, but... I think now I can call it a bit silly, right? I mean, that's our whole team now. It's not... Oh, I don't think you have to worry about it. I think once you score, you're done. But... in fairness, I'm just going by the past. I don't know if that's the case. Oh, we do get a turn. Interesting. I didn't know that. That isn't how it used to be, so I guess he knows how this works better than I do. It's been a bit of a long, grueling one, hasn't it? But up until... I mean, honestly, our percentage of winning went down heavily as soon as he scored. And then... obviously... went down pretty fast in the second half as well. Actually, we should do this the other way around. We'll just hit him because it's the right thing to do. Here's where all our armor breaks come in. I guess we'll go foul him, just for good measure. Albeit pathetically. Okay, so you just get an extra half, basically. It's not the most elegant way to sort it out, but I guess there isn't really an elegant way to sort it out if you end in a draw. Because obviously it's hugely bad for one person. Like, we'd have I honestly would have felt like I had a decent chance, even 3 people down, to take it in at the end there. So, you know, it's pretty bad in that sense. So, see the competition. So yeah, here's the rules. So yeah, simple match, no tie. Doesn't tell you how it works though, which isn't great. I guess there's crossplay now. So yeah, this team will die and we'll start them up again. But that's, I mean, that's fine. There's even less incentive now to how do I look at my team? To oh interesting. Okay, it's different then. It doesn't matter how injured you get. I mean, I still think probably we should start again. Even though it's a bit annoying. But okay, things aren't permanent. Well, that is good to know. So actually, keeping the player on... Maybe I shouldn't keep the lineman on, but keeping a player on as a thing is definitely worth it because you don't worry about, permanence. And SPP doesn't matter. Okay, I guess we've learned something there. So we'll come back, have another go. But I think I'll start it again because, I mean, you want to get at least one win under your belt, right, before you decide what you're doing. All right, interesting. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you next time, and we'll give it another run. Bye for now.